Hi, my name is Tara and this is my grade 9 chemistry project. For today I'm going to be explaining the differences between atoms and molecules. I'm going to be using beans for today. We have 3 different types of beans and these represent the different types of atoms. So, when we have one atom, which is going to be represented by this bean, then it's just an atom. But when we have 2 or more atoms, then it becomes a molecule. So it can be 2 or it can be more than that. This is now a molecule. But we have different types of molecules. So we can use a different type of atom. Again, this is one atom. And we can make it a molecule by adding one more to it, which would make it 2. Or we can add more, and that's a molecule. Now I'm going to explain the difference between elements and compounds. An element is when you have a substance which contains only one type of atom. But a compound is when many atoms are mixed together. So it can be 2 types of atoms or 3 or 4, etc. So you'll have all of these different types. This is an element and this is a compound. A real life example of this would be oxygen, which is an element because it only has one type of atom in it. But an example of a compound is water, as the formula is H2O, which means there's hydrogen and oxygen, making it a compound. Now I'm going to be explaining pure substances and mixtures. So a pure substance has a uniform and definite composition. What this means is that, okay, these are both pure substances. They're both pure substances, even though that one is a compound and one is an element, they're both pure substances. On the other hand, a mixture would be 2 or more pure substances combined. So an example is water. When you mix it with salt, they're physically combined, so they become a mixture.
Hi, my name is Tara in grade 9, and I'm going to be doing my chemistry project. Today I'll be conducting a chemical reaction with my materials, which are a metal spoon, baking soda, vinegar, a bottle, a balloon, and a funnel. For this experiment, I'm going to be using vinegar, which is our acidic base, and also our baking soda, which is the sodium bicarbonate. Together, they will create carbon dioxide, which is CO2, as well as H2O, which is water, and they will also create sodium acetate. Before the chemical reaction is conducted, there's also a physical combination of the substances. Now I'm going to be conducting the experiment. So first, we're going to put the baking soda into the balloon. You're going to put 2 spoons. And then after you finish doing that, you take out the funnel. And now you have your balloon, which is full of baking soda. Now you use the funnel again, and you put it onto your bottle like this. And you put vinegar into the bottle, and we're going to fill it up around 1/3. Okay, for the next part of this experiment, we're going to be putting this balloon, which is filled with the baking soda, into the bottle, which is full of vinegar. So first you twist it up. And then you bring this over the bottle. And you're going to untwist it and put the baking soda into the twist. And now the carbon dioxide is being created by the vinegar, and that's why there's so much gas here. This balloon is to prove that there's gas. And also acetate is made, sodium acetate is made, and also H2O. And that's the end of my experiment. Thank you for listening. Hi, my name is Tara, and this is my grade 9 chemistry project for my physical reaction. For today's experiment, I will be using a bowl, chia seeds, and water. So we're first gonna start off by pouring some chia seeds into the bowl. After we do this, we're gonna put water in it, and what that's gonna do is the chia seeds are gonna become plump, or you could say they're going to inflate. Okay, now we're gonna add water. Just a bit. Just a little bit more. That's good. Okay, and now I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to mix it very well. And when I first learned about this and when I first experimented with this, I thought it was going to be a chemical reaction, but it's actually not, because as we wait for this to plump, I will explain. It's reversible, so if you just dry it and put it away, it will turn back into the chia seeds that it was before. They will get smaller again. Also, the outer layer of the chia seed is what changes, but the inner layer, there's no changes in the inner layer. Also, you can see that it's starting to plump again. Most people will think that this is actually a chemical reaction, as I first did, but it's actually a physical reaction, because these changes, like the plumping, are reversible. So if you just take it out of the water, it'll dry back up and turn into what it was before. It's also, there's no substance that's been made. There's no new substance. You can see that it's starting to plump a little bit. Yeah, there's no new substance that's been made, so that's why it is a physical reaction. And also, the outer layer of the chia seeds has been filled with water, but the chemicals that are inside the chia seeds, like the first layer, have not been changed at all. Thank you. This is my project. This was my earlier example of a physical change, and I'm proving this now because, as you can see, the after of this, after mixing it with water, it's very like gelatin. This is the before. But the reason that this is not a chemical change is because even though you combined the two chemicals, it's still not chemical change because it's reversible. So if you let this dry, it'll change back into this.